just want to really share my story really quickly with you guys. So basically, my page is going to be a page about inspiration and motivation and doing what's right for you because at this point in my life, I believe life is too short to be doing things that you don't want to do things that make you miserable, that make you sick, that make you feel unworthy. That's not what life is about. You should not be working for anyone that makes you feel that way. You should always be working on your dream, focusing on you. So I really feel like I've wasted 8 years of my life being at a job that served no purpose for me. Um, Recently, I was praying to God about getting me out of this job. I didn't want to be there any longer. I was depressed. I had anxiety. I pulled in the parking lot of the job. I'm sick to my stomach. My head is hurting. I want to pick up the phone and say I'm not coming in, but I'm already there. So I have to really put on the full armor to get ready to go into my place of work. And I just got to a point when I was like, okay, God, this is too much. This is not life. This is not what you promised me. So I sat down one day and I prayed to God and I was like, hey, God, help me. Please help me because right now I'm struggling and I don't know if I'm going left or right. I am confused and I just need help. So recently, something happened a couple of weeks ago, and I told God, if this doesn't work out, Lord, then it's not meant for me to be here, and I'm going to take a leap of faith, and I'm going to leave this place. So, the thing that I wanted to happen, it didn't happen. A lot of people were sure that this was going to happen for me, but for some reason in my soul, I knew that it wasn't. I was like, I can never be too sure when you're dealing with God. I just have to wait and see what happens. And people are like, no, you got it in the bag. I didn't believe that. I didn't feel that in my soul. I didn't feel it in my spirit. So it was the middle of the night one day. Actually, it was the day after Christmas. It was in the middle of the night, 4 o'clock in the morning. Something woke me up and it said, put your 2 weeks notice in to your job. You won't be there in 2020. And I was like, I'm tripping. Maybe I need to go back to sleep, lay it down, shake it off. I could not go back to sleep. I could not. It repeatedly, put your 2 weeks in, put your 2 weeks in, put your 2 weeks in now. You won't be there in 2020. So I initially was afraid and I was worried and I was like, am I doing the right thing? And then I had to get down and I prayed about it. And then I just felt this comfort come over me and this assurance, and I was like, I'm going to do it. So 6 o'clock in the morning rolls by and I'm typing up the email to let HR know I need to come in and speak to you guys about me putting in my 2 weeks notice. You guys, the next day, Friday, the next day, someone called me and offered me a job. Glory be to God. Someone offered me a job. And I was like, this is my way out of this situation that I'm in. Let me think about it and I will call you back. So I got down, I prayed, and I just said, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. Everything that I had done up until that point, I was fasting and I was praying. I called out on wisdom, and then I was putting like scriptures on my Facebook page and on my Instagram, and I asked the Lord to prepare a table for me in front of my enemies. So when I went for another job and it didn't happen, the one that everybody was so sure about, it didn't happen. Initially, I was crushed and I was like, what happened? You know, what's going on, God? How come I didn't get that position? I was the best qualified. How come I didn't get that position, Lord? And I became upset and I didn't understand. I was able to take a couple of days off work to get myself together because I deal with anxiety and depression, and that just really crushed my soul. But it also brought me closer to God because I was like, what's next? What is the plan next? So basically, I just want to tell you guys, like, it's nothing like being obedient. It's nothing like being still. God will wake you up in the midnight hour, like they say, and He will bless you in the midnight hour. And the table that I've asked him to prepare for me in front of my enemies has been prepared. He gave me a table of my own. He said, you won't be sitting at that table with those people, because I have a special table for you by yourself. The reason that you weren't considered best qualified is because you're overqualified. And I had to sit and I had to meditate and I had to accept that, and I had to trust in the Lord, like I said, and I was going to do initially. So I just want to tell people, moving into 2020, if you say that you wholeheartedly trust the Lord, wholeheartedly trust him, because at the end of the day, he will take care of you. He's taking care of me, so I know for a fact that he will take care of you. Trust in the Lord, grab his hand. And the way that you know that it's God is because there won't be any confusion. There will be no worry. You're going to be comfortable in the decision that you're making, and you're going to be reassured throughout the whole time. I am quitting my job next month. Do I have a plan in place? The other job called me. I'm taking a pay cut, but I'm going to be happier and I'm going to work my way up to be where it is that I'm trying to be in life. And all of this is because of God. So I just want you guys to stay tuned and follow me on my journey as I walk by faith, not by sight, and I hold on to God's hand.